What's up, everybody? This is Nick from EdTech, the podcast. In this video, I'm going to tell you about 3 really awesome EdTech tools to enhance your next language arts-based lesson. No matter what you teach or at any grade level, we all have to teach our students how to write, and there's some really amazing tools out there. These are just 3 of my favorites, starting with boomwriter.com. You can head to boomwriter.com and start an account. Your students will join a class that you can have them join in a variety of different ways, like a class code or typing in their emails yourself. Once they join your class, the process is very simple. They will be presented with a chapter 1 that begins a story. Then individually, they each think and write their own version of whatever they think chapter 2 should be, so their creativity can run wild. Those different versions of chapter 2 are then shared anonymously around the class while all the students read them and vote on whichever ones they like best. The upvoting system will allow the class to essentially select their favorite chapter 2 that now becomes the agreed upon chapter 2, and this process repeats to write chapter 3 and 4 and 5. All that by itself is really, really cool. My favorite part is that you, the teacher, will have the option to publish this work for real, physically publish this book. So you can actually have Boomwriter print and send to you paperback copies of this book. There's of course a fee for that, but it's fairly reasonable, and I think it's going to be worth it, even if you get the students to chip in or maybe fill out some kind of a grant to pay for these things. If the students know they're writing a book collaboratively that they can actually hold in their hands and take home, I think you're going to get a lot of buy-in that's going to make this process even cooler. So check out boomwriter.com. Next up, I've got one called WordTune. This is for students, but also for educators, really anybody. If you can imagine writing that email and trying to craft the perfect sentence, but you just can't get it to sound exactly right, then WordTune.com will help get you out of that writer's block pattern. They also have an extension that you can add to your Chrome browser. But the way it works is simple. I can show you here. I'll just paste in this sentence. How can I make this sound better? And click Rewrite. And the AI technology that works in the background of WordTune will automatically suggest some different versions of that sentence, like, what can I do to improve the sound of this? And there's tons of different options, so you can read some, choose the one you like best, and at the very least, this will help to unstick you from that writer's block. This is a very, very powerful tool. You're going to want to check that one out. Lastly, for your higher level or higher grade students, you can use phrasebank.manchester.ac.uk. Writing in that academic style is very challenging. A lot of the times for our high school students, you want them to get used to writing an actual academic style paper, maybe something that could eventually be published in a journal, or at least sound like it could be. The problem is that that's a really tough style of writing to get used to, but with the academic phrase bank, they can come and choose different categories like comparing and contrasting. And when they click on that, they're going to see all these different drop-down menus, such as how to compare things in one sentence, or introducing similarities, and get sample sentences of how to write in that academic style. Like, both X and Y share a number of key features. And again, this is just to help teach your students about how to write in this style and get them started without becoming overly frustrated. So that wraps it up for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and remember to check out EdTech the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts.